There are many ways to look at today's game if you ever want to look at it in many ways that like I have in my mind. You will either say that maybe let's go with this, a star is born, but we have already known that the star has been born. But today he introduced himself again or reintroduced himself to the public eye as one of the icon, one of the best in the world. Or maybe we look at it and say that in his 100th game, he decided to remind the world who he is and who he could be or what he could be. Or maybe we go on the other side and say that after a long time gone, you come in and that's your appearance into register and assist and 2 goals to remind the world that this team is still up there. We might have lost so many games, but we are still it. We're still Inter. That's what we saw today. It is a game which had so many stories, so many individual battles, so many moments that we'll hold on to. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the biggest and I think the best we have ever seen. And I think that's what I can tell. The best we have ever seen semi-final champion, semi-finals of the Champions League. It's Barcelona versus Inter. Wow. Barcelona versus Inter Milan, it finished 3-3. It was played, of course, at the home of Barcelona right now. Not really, at their home ground, the one that they're playing in at the moment. I think it's called the Stadio Olimpico or something like that. I think that's how they call it. The game finished 3-3. Inter, in the first minute, they scored an early goal. And in the 21 minutes, they scored a second goal. So you would say in the first 25 minutes, even though Barcelona had the ball at some point, Inter Milan were literally making Barcelona look like they don't even know what they're doing in the game. It felt like that. It felt like Barcelona was starstruck, that they just did not know how to get out from the box that they were trapped in. Inter were running everything. If Inter had their shooting boots, they should have scored more than 2. But that's exactly what had happened. The defense of Barcelona did forgo how to set up those traps of high lines. And then the midfield just could not handle the pressure and the personnel, the numerical number that was in of the personnel which Inter were putting in the middle, and the strike force just had lost an idea of what to do in trying to penetrate. Chances were being created. Fermin Lopez kept hitting outside of the net. He kept hitting Fermin. He kept hitting out of the post rather than to put it in the gay post or actually try to score a goal. And I'm like, okay, it would make sense if this was being played elsewhere, but being played in your own home ground, Barcelona, a team came from another country to come and own you in your own ground. What the hell? What is happening with the team that just beat Real Madrid just last week? You lifted the title, you beat Real Madrid just last week. What's happening with you? And at some point, you start believing that maybe they just don't have what it takes actually win the game. And that's where a point that I'd come to. Then Lamine Yamal was like, wait a minute, you forgot I'm 17-year-old. But on top of being 17-year-old, I'm playing on my 100th game for not any other team in the world, but for Barcelona, my number 100 game. I'm not even yet 18. I'm playing at that point, and I'm proving not only to myself but to the world that I'm one of the best. And I'm gonna show you what I'm capable of doing. I'm gonna show you what I can be. I'm gonna show you who I am and what I can do and why they are predicting to call me the next Messi. Even though I wanna pave my own way, I wanna write my own story, I wanna become my own limit, but I wanna remind you who I am. The first goal that Lamine Yamal, that individual brilliance of how he passed, I think about 5 defenders before he went to score the goal. That is just amazing. And on top of that, he went in on the other side and he's in an acute position. The audacity to hit a shot to a point that he hit the post. I've seen so many kids, but this kid is special. This kid is special. He's playing with people older or even at the same age range as his father. And it doesn't even move him. It doesn't even scare him. He's so comfortable with his environment. He's so comfortable with what he offers. And he just enjoys what he does. That's what Lamine Yamal is. And he's turning out to be. This kid, ladies and gentlemen, is special. This kid, we're gonna write stories, we're gonna tell stories, tell tales about this kid, because if he continue writing the story he has already started writing, continue playing the way he's playing, oh my god, oh my god. But also, I'm never gonna hide away on the other things. Players like Pedri, Rafinha with a rocket of a shot, one of the craziest rockets I've ever seen in Champions League. Hit Soma in the head, goes at the back of the net. He hit another one. Soma had to push it out for a corner kick. Fermin Lopez with a header from Rafinha scored an amazing goal. Rafinha making history, 20 goals and assists in the Champions League. That is just our code of. In 2011, Messi reached about 19 goals and assists in the Champions League. He has just gone above that. That tells you that this strike force of Real Madrid, of Barcelona, is just special this season. It's just playing on a level that we've never seen and we've never actually come to actually accept. But also on the other side, Inter were not just quiet. They were working as a team. That goal that was scored by Thuram in the beginning of the game, the way that Dumfries hit that ball, and that's just nice pass flick in, a goal scored. Then Dumfries took over the whole entire show, scored an amazing scissor kick. Then on top of that, scores an amazing header. But every single time they scored, Barcelona responded. Now I'm going to speak of the unsung heroes of both teams. Let's talk about the Inter. One player who really, I think I was impressed, and it really made sense on my side why my team wanted to get him. I was really impressed by what Pereira was doing. Barella was causing chaos, not allowing Barcelona to be comfortable, helping the likes of Dumfries to have the opportunity to run the show. And I think that's what made this game even more exciting. And the Chalo Gao, he helped with with the assist of one of the goals. Mkhitaryan scored a goal. Only it was cancelled because of a small leg. Inter could have won this game. Inter deserved at some point to win this game. Lamine, but on the other side, we also had Pedri. He was a workaholic alongside Frankie de Jong. He made the game work so well. And I think maybe Barcelona lost momentum because Kunde got injured. Because after Kunde went on, I felt like they really struggled to get in the game. They really struggled to continue with the pace, with the way they were approaching the game. The defense of Barcelona was shocked at the way it came on. Martinez and Kobasi struggled, but they found a way as the game continued and progressed. This game had it all, to be honest with you. This game had it all. And if you're not gonna appreciate what an amazing game we just witnessed, if you're not gonna look at exactly what we saw from Rafinha with the goal that is with the assist, with the goal that should have stood, but it became now an own goal to Selma. If you're not gonna look at Ferran Torres missing so many chances, but scoring an important goal, Lamine Yamal taking the ball and taking the game and holding it and controlling it as a 17-year-old deciding to control the entire match. Every single time, and this is the crazy part, every single time that Lamine Yamal had the ball, Inter were marking him with two men. Every time you're seeing Damarco there and Bastoni, Indy was making them regret why they were ever put on this earth or ever been put on that pitch. It was making them regret. The way he was running over them, the way he was making fun of them, the way he was just sliding through, passing through, and making it sound like, making it look like it's nothing. It's what we live for. That's why we love the game. That's why we love football. Lamine Yamal just came in and reminded the world that, man, you still need to watch this football. You still need to watch this football. There's still some amazing talents that can just run the game by themselves. with no need of anything. They just control the game from start to finish. And that's exactly what Lamine Yamal did. It was an amazing game. Martinez went out with an injury for Inter. They had to did some change, and I think maybe that's what maybe derailed them a bit as well. Even though, if we can be honest, I don't think Martinez really got into the game the way he usually does. But the injury, let's hope he's back for the next game. And all in all, the game finished 3-3. And the fact that Inter leaves the Barcelona ground without losing, and Barcelona coming at their own home ground in the next game, in a ground that I'm being told that they have not lost at home in their last 21 games. And that takes us back to 2023 or 2022, the last time they lost in the Champions League. That just makes this whole entire game was so exciting. And the funny part, Barcelona had all the pole position. They created the shots, but they didn't have the big chances. The big chances were less. XG was 1.39, but yet they just could not take 19 shots to Inter 7 shots, but 2 big chances. And they had 28% of the game Inter. Yet they were a problem. They were a problem in this game. And that's what makes the game even exciting of today. So I can't wait to see what happens. I cannot wait to see what Inter has in store for us in their next game, which is going to be played on Tuesday. And Barcelona, remember, they're still fighting for La Liga. So is it going to take so much out of them competing in those two competitions? That's what we're here to find out, and that's what we're here for. Don't forget to click the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to Connect. Let me know where you're watching us from, and if you enjoyed today's game, tell me if I missed out anything. Tomorrow I might even do a reaction to my reaction. So let me know in the comment section. Like the video, subscribe, and share with the world. It's always amazing. Thank you very much for watching. I'm your Sam. I'll see you another. We're out. Peace. Subscribe to the Connect.